My name is Selena Sergakova, and you are watching Drakaina's Secret. I'm a little bit sleepy again, but you know what? I'm also a little bit upset because this morning I woke up and I checked my YouTube studio and I was so surprised. I'm actually not satisfied at all with what I see like in my monetization results. And the problem is that I don't understand what's going on there because I don't have a computer here and it's very difficult to understand and to see what's going on. But I think that I am monetized only after my live stream is published. And I don't understand how to change this function, or maybe they will calculate like my monetization during the live stream itself. Maybe they will calculate it later. But my live streams, like yesterday, I tried to do some topics. We discussed with you different things, such as the Putin-Trump's summit or just a meeting on Alaska. And in the evening, we were talking about what scares me the most in the United States. And I compared it a little bit with my life in Europe. But the problem is that normally I'm here just to have most viewers and most views here online because my topic is my main topic is communication, and I'm here to communicate with people. And of course, I was waiting for my monetization to work like during our live stream. But now I have no idea if it works so or not. And it's so difficult to check it. So if you know, if you maybe some of you knows, do you see any commercial, or maybe you have all YouTube Premium? Because me personally, I have a YouTube Premium, so I don't know whether it works or not. I can't check it. But I thought that our technologies now can make everything, and that they can insert like advertisements even during the live stream itself. That you don't need to, that everything is automatic, and that there is no need to wait until the video is published and then to wait when somebody sees it. But it's not interesting to see it after it is published because, again, it's communication. Yeah, I still have some views after my video is published, but it's just like a few views, I think, of from my followers, maybe who were late for the stream itself or who wanted to see it until the end. So I have no idea now what's going on, but I hope that it will be better, of course. I hope that maybe I'm not having now the whole information, or anyway, I need to do something about it. I tried to learn it this morning, but I didn't manage to find any useful information. I found some videos on YouTube, but they were all talking about different things. They were all talking like, oh, to have monetization, you have on YouTube live streams, you have to communicate with audience. You have to like to be. You have to have an individuality, to be simple, and so on. So I was like, what's this? Maybe I didn't find the right video. Maybe I have to write on YouTube itself to check this information. So, but still, again, I thought that everything will be very easy. Hussein, hello, my friend from Abu Dhabi. How are you doing? Or from Dubai? Yeah, you are from Dubai, not from Abu Dhabi. Or you didn't tell me where are you from exactly. You are from UAE. I remember that you are from United Arab, Emirates. So I was like, a little bit upset about it, and because I thought that now I do what I like, and everything is good already. I'm on my rails. I just on my way, and I just can do what I want to do, and to continue my way and to grow. But now I realize that no, that probably I will again. I will have to find for some new formats, or I don't know, to to what to do, to understand it differently, to try to find solutions for my videos. And it irritates me because I felt comfortable for what I was doing for a couple of weeks. And when finally I get the results, now that result shocked me. Because, for example, like the day before, in the morning, I had 8,000 views for my live stream, and YouTube wrote me that I earned 12 cents. 12 cents, guys! Imagine 12 cents. Wow, that's fantastic. And I have mostly people watching me, like the biggest percent of people who watch me, of my audience, these are people from the United States, from Netherlands, from the United Kingdom, from like the most expensive countries if you check RPM or CPM, I don't know. Good morning, Twisted Alien. You learned Доброе утро in Russian. Nice to meet you. Hope your day is going good so far. Yeah, I am okay. I have again questions. I have so many questions to my life daily. So show me your bra. Why should I? It's a different platform. Hussein, did you check MBTI theory? No, I don't know where I will be able to do it now. I am not non-stop with my kids and working. No time for any theories in my head. Theory, nurture with nurture, it will help you in raising kids and understanding self. Yes, Hussein, I understood. Just don't ask me 1,000 times for the same question. If I have time, oh, thank you, my husband brought me my morning coffee. Thank you so much, my dear. Today I just back here and I explained that I'm not in a good mood. Merry Christmas, Matt. Merry Christmas. Thank you. How is it going? How are you? 12 cents. Yes, 12 cents. 0.12. I got it for 8,000 views. And what? I'm sorry. I'm shocked. Peanut the squirrel? Peanut the squirrel? Me 5. What is this? It's a kind of helicopter. So UK subs around. So UK, you're welcome to subscribe to my channel. But actually it doesn't matter because before I got my monetization maybe 1 week ago, but before I didn't know that I was supposed to every time I make my live stream announcement, I was supposed to switch on this monetization button, and I didn't know about that. So I didn't click it, and only in a few days I realized that I was supposed to click it, and after I clicked it, I checked the statistics, and it was like, Artyom, imagine, it was 12 cents for one video of 8,000 views. 12 cents, $0.12.
We're rich now, yeah?
Yeah, we are rich. We can go to buy a new car. Finally. We can, I don't know, maybe these are magic YouTube cents, maybe they're different. Good afternoon, Yuvra, where are you from? It's the first time when I see you here. What's the time there? Here it's 11 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 9 today. And it's maybe not a good idea to wake up and to open your YouTube studio. But I was like, I want to see it. I want to see my income. I want to see it, my first income from YouTube. And then it was like, ba 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 ba. Oh my God. Okay. But also I see that it seems to me that I had, because during the stream itself, I had 8,000 views, and after I had only 25 views. And it seems to me that I was paid only for 25 views. So it seems to me that probably there is no advertisements during the stream itself. Maybe I have to switch it on somehow. But I tried to go to my YouTube studio, and it's, you know, it doesn't work properly from iPhone, and even from computer, you know, it works at least maybe some of you understand. By the way, guys, I have here a lot of clever people. I see it and I know it. Luckily, I'm the luckiest YouTuber on Earth. I'm on Earth. I'm the luckiest streamer on Earth. Maybe you know, but if you had this experience, maybe you know what to do. So I continue to read your messages. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. You right. Here we have 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's not quite like an afternoon for us. Today I'm here only for communicate. I decided to have like a light live stream with communication about different topics, different problems. And today is 13 of August, yeah? So in 2 days we are having Trump and Putin. They have to meet on Alaska, and I'm waiting for this meeting, although I don't believe in miracles and in good people, and although I think that it will bring us nothing positive and nothing good. I believe in miracles, and that's why, like, you know, some people like Matt, for example, he is waiting for, he waits for Christmas, and I'm waiting now for 15th of August. So SP Vlogs, ma'am, please give me your house. Give me your house tour. Now you can see this is my living room. I don't have a big house. I'm living in an urbanization, and it's a kind of closed territory. We have here one house with a swimming pool, with green grass, with a territory for kids to play, and it's all closed. We have under building garage parking on minus one level and -2 level, by the way. And we have here our how to say, I forgot, stocking facilities, where we have a small room downstairs where we can leave just our, for example, furniture or kids' toys or bicycles, different stuff. So it's a pretty good, urbanization. I love it. But the apartment itself, it's not like a big house. It's not very big. It's a usual one. We have two baths and two bedrooms and one living room, one kitchen separately. So for Americans, I think that it would be very easy. Like there is nothing special. And now I have my house cleaning. My house cleaner, housekeeper, she's cleaning our house. She helps because otherwise, if I do it, if I did it myself, it wouldn't ever be possible for me to work because I have two kids. So, Peanut the Squirrel, America, United Kingdom, America. What do you mean? Hello, beautiful Scarlett. Hello, Bahram. Maybe you really think that I'm Scarlett, but I'm not. Bahram, I don't want to disappoint you, but that's the truth of the life. That Scarlett doesn't talk like this in live streams. So, Matt, 12 cents. Well, don't spend it all in the same place. Okay, so now I have to think. Look, thank you very much, Twisted Alien. She supports me every video. Guys, please also, if you want me to be like a little bit more satisfied with what I'm doing now, I will be happy if you could also support me. Thank you very much, Twisted Alien. 12 cents is wild. Just keep going. Great things are coming to you soon. I'll keep sending good vibes. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. And I can maybe, if some of you know something about monetization, about AdSense, please write me in my Telegram channel. I can send you my statistics. I can show you what's going on. Maybe you can just to learn it and tell me what is this? What is this? What the hell is going on? And Twisted Alien, thank you for your support. I know that she helps me every day, guys. You should join her, I think. That lady, she's just wonderful. Probably she understands what it means to create content and not to have any feedback. She's also an art person, Twisted Alien. She understands me very, very much. Your spouse doesn't work always home. My spouse, no, he works. He works even now with his iPhone. He has contracts now. He talks with his clients, and I ask him not to work when I am. By the way, where is Alisa?
She's watching phone.
Okay. Because usually when I live stream, he tries to be here, or he tries to take our daughter and to go.
Yeah, but we're not millionaires. Not all bloggers are millionaires, so we don't have. We have only cleaning lady here, but it's only because I don't want my wife clean up the house.
It's impossible.
Yeah, it's first of all, and second, we
And
don't
I
have
don't
a
like
sitting babysitter, but because Alisa come in all the time and she's sometimes like need attention.
Yeah,
Exactly at the moment when you do my wife recording the video, so we decided to I need to stay.
Now we change each other, so it means that sometimes my husband he takes our daughter because my son he has his football camp, and my daughter's camp is finished 1 week ago, and she stays now with us for the first part of the day. And so sometimes my husband takes her with him if he can to see his clients. But yes.
I'll do now actually. In 20 minutes we're going to check new project and we need to take my daughter with me.
So you are going with Alisa?
Yes, of course.
You are going with Taras?
Yes.
And where do you go? What kind of project?
In
Benarmadina?
It's here and then I go into Michas, yeah.
And then in Michas to work? And what about Alisa? Maybe you will bring...
To check the one more project and then maybe to work, but afternoon I'm gonna take my son with me.
Okay. And today is Wednesday, so we have nothing. So I continue. What's your mobile number, please? No, thank you. Your spouse, Hi, beautiful, hello. Matt, Peanut the squirrel. It is a famous squirrel that was taken care of by a guy in New York City. Was it from a movie or it was in real life? Or what? Tell me the story. I'm interested. Идущий по воде, very ugly accent. Bye-bye. I bought a ticket for you. I have a gift for you. A ticket to nowhere. My congratulations. Hello, baby. Hussein, I'm studying also, and I provide business consultancy and educational membership. Wow, that's great. My congratulations. So how old are you? How old are you now? Shyam Lal Joshi, hello baby, where are you from, Shyam? A peanut squirrel, FSB. Where is FSB? I'm not for sure. I'm not. Hello, I need your mobile. No. Why? No, it's like different type of conversation here. You probably have the wrong platform. You probably use the wrong platform. Can you please tell husband politely to leave frame bothering algorithm? Why, David? Usually people here like him very, very much. And I don't see any differences between viewers with husband and without husband. And again, David, maybe you are thinking about different platform now, not the YouTube live streams, family live stream from YouTube. What about income from OnlyFans? I don't have it. Love from India, thank you, India. Valerie understands nothing, and Valerie, you can learn English. Very nice face, thank you. What's your secret? Where are you from? I have a lot of secrets, many secrets. My life is a one big secret, and I reveal it to you daily. Little by little, I wake up, I go to my live stream, and I reveal here little secrets from my life. And also here, I reveal your secrets, because I have tarot live streams. I need, by the way, I'm thinking to make for example, I don't know, I will decide it after I finish with this live stream, but what I think now is maybe to have two live streams with tarot, because it will help now, like earn as a tarot reader, because now I started to make, like I started actually back, I restart, not started, yeah, I continue to make my tarot readings, and now I do it privately, one-to-one video format, 30 minutes, and you can ask me any questions, and I am doing tarot spreads. So if you are interested, you can go, and maybe to promote this type of activity, this type of service, maybe now I need to to make such kind of live streams more often. And yeah, I will go live maybe tonight with the tarot cards. So Harvey O'Hara, he has problems here, vomiting problems, so he needs to go to hospital. I sent him to go hospital. Gagan Hello from India. Have fun, farted. Why have you farted? That's very interesting. What would be your message? Let's. Thanks for reading. I need relationship advice with my cat. Me smelling like shit after I cheated. Do I confess it was cat play, or just say I shit myself? Wow, what's wrong? I think that you also need to go to hospital to see a doctor, psychotherapist as soon as possible, my dear, have you farted? You need to go. Even if it's a kind of joke, you know, you're like, and you want to show here your hidden personality, I have bad news for you. This hidden personality is not healthy. I mean that we all have shadows. But if inside of you you play with animals and with shit, it sounds like a bit like a kind of disease. I know that people who have those real bad head problems, they normally think that they are okay and they do not go to hospital. So I know that probably my words for Mr. Fart, have you farted? I know that maybe my words are useless, but believe me, I wish you just all the best. So try to maybe to talk with your girlfriend, try to explain you what, look at this boy, what true emotion, yeah, romantic, he's a very romantic guy. Ask her, tell her truly about your emotions and about your hallucinations, and maybe she will help you. If I were your girlfriend, if I found out that you have such thoughts in your head, I would have, if I loved you, I would have taken you by your hand, and I would have invite you to go to doctor. No, don't, be careful, be careful.
It's sly.
He doesn't like
He
it.
don't like when you take him in your hands.
So 1 second and,
Yeah.
but he likes me. He likes me.
Smells like
So
fur.
it's called storage. Thank you very much. Stock. I forgot. Yeah, storage room, of course. Storage unit or a storage lock or a storage closet. We have a storage unit, as far as I know. Matt, thank you so much. So I continue. Selena, I'm having some disturbing dreams from past, but I have accepted myself as I am. And mostly the dreams are so realistic, but I didn't remember it after a few hours of waking up. It means that when you sleep, your brain does not have a rest. And you know, it's not, as far as I know, I'm not a doctor here. I'm only sharing my experience because I have very disturbing dreams all the time. And not to have them, I take a pill because my brain, when I go to bed, it doesn't stop thinking, acting, and working. But it's not bad. But the only problem is when you wake up, you are not your like your sleep was not good enough. You are not totally. You didn't have a rest. You understand? Like your brain was not relaxed enough. So that's why disturbing dreams are not good. It's not about, oh, it's not good to have dreams, it's like hallucinations. No, it's okay. But if you have them all the time, even if you don't remember them, it means that your brain works while you are sleeping. Because there are different phases of sleep, of being asleep. And like when you go to the deepest phase, you won't remember anything, even if you had some dreams. But if your dreams are too disturbing, are too colorful, you will remember them. But for like having a rest, it's not good for the process itself. So I would advise you also to go somewhere to find a solution for that. So I continue storage. Thank you very much, guys. You are my teachers. Where are you from? I answered many times to this question. Where you have such beautiful eyes? I don't know, because I'm the only one from my family who has this color of eyes. Very good, girl. It's called the storage. Yeah, I read it already. I continue. Andrew, you are so pretty. Audrey Albertson. Albertson. I love your name. Where are you from? Mohammed Navita. Hey, how are you? Where are you from? You're so beautiful and handsome. You can't say. Is it possible to say that I'm handsome? Am I handsome? Native speakers. I thought that handsome is more about masculinity, or now it's okay. Because very often people say me, but not native speakers from other countries, they say me that I'm handsome. Is it okay now? Maybe, I don't know, maybe there are new norms of in English language, because when I used to study it in my university or at school, I was learned that handsome is like masculinity and beautiful is femininity. You're so beautiful that even, okay, I understand this. Do you use baby oil? You are a fan of P. Diddy or what? Why do you ask? No, I don't use. I have two little kids, but even with them, I have never used the baby oil, just because I do not need it. I didn't have any necessity in it. And for me, I can't imagine. No, for what do they use it? For example, when your skin is very dry, when you have your baby's butt and it's very dry because you use Pampers. But no, nowadays, if you change Pampers like on time, if you are not late with them, everything is okay with the skin of your baby. Of course, if you don't have some problems, it can happen, I know, but with my babies, two of them, everything was good. I didn't suffer from, and they didn't suffer. Selena, I am in BI in e-commerce with diploma of digital marketing. Please share your analytics. And can you write me on Telegram, please? In my Telegram channel, how I can share it here. Diviroy Dihar, my name is Diviroy and I'm from India. Hello Diviroy, what time is there now? Why don't you sleep? I'm joking, guys. I see that a lot of you don't sleep. Matt, basically you need to hope that one of your videos goes viral. Matt, but I have different type of, I have different type of content. My content is not to be viral. It's to attract people. Now I have to gain more audience, but after each live stream, I have more and more people. I have subscriptions, and I have to have more viewers online in the same moment. This is my strategy as a live streamer. And of course, I can earn a good sum of money when I have 300, 400 people online. But it was before, actually, several times, before I switched my channel from Russian into English. Now I switched, now I gain new audience, and I like how is it going. Hopefully, it seems like everything is okay. But when you have 8,000 views, how is it called when you keep people watching? Yeah, it's not very good, but it's about 1 minute, so it's okay. I know that it's okay for YouTube streams, but to earn live streams, but to earn 12 cents from it, but no, that's ridiculous, I think. What do you write? Culture vulture, number one. So some people have problems with Putin, guys. I understand you, but I'm not reading here Russian messages because here we have English-speaking channel, and I discussed politics one video ago, yesterday morning. We discussed a lot about Putin and so on. So you can go there, you can check, and there you will have all my opinions about the situation. Today, you are welcome ask me about it in English, but only if these questions are interesting, not just some usual questions that every time I'm asked. Today I want to talk about something a little bit more different. Son plays American football or soccer. My son plays soccer, like a traditional European football. Actually, many guys in Spain, they're all Ronaldos. They want to be Ronaldos or Messis. It's very traditional here, and we have football clubs everywhere. So I have never thought that my son would be a football fan and even a football player, but he's influenced by his classmates, and but I'm okay with it. He has good good bodies, muscle structure. He's big, and he has good not now, but in future, because it's possible to see by his body what type of body he has. And even now it's visible that he will have a lot of muscles. So, and his muscles are even strong now. He's 6 years old, and I can't win him in arm wrestling. And it means that he will be very strong. But if you asked me, I would advise him, of course, to go to how to say, to fightings. There are different kind of fightings, but it's his choice. I don't want to force him to do anything because it's only his choice and it's his life. So I can advise him, but he is sure that he wants to be a goalkeeper, and it's good for his health and for everything. So we just help him. We go to this goalkeepers academy in Malaga. I told you before. Selena, how is your right now? You mean allergy, that I had an allergy? It's a lot better because I stopped eating watermelons. Now my eyes are not so red as it was before, and I'm happy about it. Yesterday I visited my allergologist. Yeah, he told me not to eat watermelons because watermelons, they provokes, they influence in negative way to allergic reactions, and mine was harmed by watermelons. So the problem was in watermelon. Watermelon is my enemy. You ever fight a cop? No, of course no. How could I? I prefer not to fight at all. So do you know any Russian poetry? Russians really love poetry. Yes, of course I know. We have, yeah, of course. And I write myself. I write poems myself. Not so much now because I usually write it, of course, when I have deep, true emotions, when I suffer, for example. And my last poetry poems were all about love to Russia. It's all about Russia. It's all about bad things that are going on there. So my poems are very patriotic. I mean patriotic, but in a good, in a normal way, in a conscious way, because many people in Russia, they think that being patriotic, it means to accept everything what Putin says, you know. And for me, no, it's not a good thing. So they tell me, for example, you do not like this war in Ukraine, it means that you are not patriotic and you hate Russia. And they say, of course, it's not true. On the opposite, I am very patriotic. Hussein Saif, I'm 37. Wow, you are mature enough. I thought that maybe because, you know, in some countries, when you go to universities, when you have some degrees, you are younger. But normally, I think that 37, in your 30s, it's a good time to go to have your education. Because in your 20s, you are very young. In my 20s, I didn't know what I want from this life. And now I know, for example, and maybe I will also go to, no, I don't know, honestly, I don't wish, but sometimes I have those thoughts, maybe to go to, maybe not to a university, or maybe not like a full cycle of university of maybe for a couple of years to learn something interesting. No, of course, I was always thinking about psychology, because psychology interests me a lot. So I continue. Them by entrance, spent the night and eat your kids a fruit snack. What do you mean? Cisco, if it's super elevated native speaking English, dear, I don't understand. Please be softer with me. You should use normal everyday expressions without slang. I don't understand, guys, your slang, because I'm not in your culture. I'm not integrated, so I can't read. I talk to powerful people. You mean to who? I'm sorry. To powerful people. Damn, you got some little nostrils. Some little. Hink, look, hink. Sorry, maybe too much that contains that my nose was visible, but I think my nostrils are okay. They are just hidden, look like this. Normal size. I don't want my nostrils to be bigger. How do you breathe out of your nose? Normally, I breathe very, very good. I don't feel like I have any problem with breathing. Especially now. Before I had, but I made a surgery 1.5 years ago. No, actually, I made my first surgery, septoplasty. I made it about 10 years ago in Russia, and I had such huge problems after that surgery. What they did was an absolute fail, because you know, ultrasonic, this special knife that goes inside, and so I had problems with the septum, but it has this kind of shape. It was not visible from outside, but from inside it blocked one of my nostril. Do you know what this guy did? He took this ultrasonic, he put it inside, and he just cut from both sides. He cut my septum to make it straight. But the problem is the shape of my septum was like this. So he cut it from here and here. And my septum became so thin, and my nose, I lost this part of my nose. I have pictures. I can find it somewhere. In my old pictures. It was not very ugly, but I had inside. I have a lot of problems. Then I started to have like everyday non-stopping pain here. It went here to my eye and here in my skull. I went to many doctors in Russia trying to ask them what's going on, why do I feel this pain? Nobody could answer. Neurologist told me that go to otorino, like ant doctor. Ant doctor told me we don't know, go to neurologist. And if I visited ant doctors, like it was like, you know, medical mafia. It means that this clinic where I did this operation, it was a state clinic, very famous clinic in Russia. And but it was a state clinic, but I paid money for the surgery. And doctors, their first question all the time, who did it? And I said, I did it in that clinic. Oh, if you did it in that clinic, no, I'm not going to say anything. Everything is good. Everything is just perfect. But I have pain all the time, every day. Pain. So when I moved here to Spain, once I decided to go to Barcelona to visit another ant doctor, ant surgeon, and he told me that, you know, that your septum has fallen, and actually here I had almost nothing. So my nose was here, I had nothing. Like I didn't have this bone. I didn't have this bone because it fall down, and I had here inflammation. Inflammation, all just imagine daily inflammation. And when he opened, so we decided to have a surgery. And when he opened all this, when he operated me, he was so shocked. He was able to take not a bone, but from my ear. What is this? How is it called in my ear? This one, this material. He took this. He formed this bone, and here and here also, because I didn't have this bone. Here I didn't have, and he so constructed like everything new for my nose. But now this skin and inner tissues, it is held on a bone. So now I have this bone, and it means that I have holes to breathe. And now I breathe normally. But for many years, for about 8 years, I had breathing problems. I had all the time pain, and nobody could say me anything. That happened with me in Russia. But so now it's okay. You asked me about my nostrils, and I explained that now it's great. For 2 years, no, for more than 1 year, I breathe. You know, it's such a pleasure to breathe. And you sleep and you breathe, and you walk and you breathe all the time. Guys, if you have breathing problems, try to find a good doctor and to find the solution for that. I study comparative public and administration and policy making. Wow, you just named so many studies you do. Write me all together, because I'm a little bit lost in your diplomas now. What do you study now, and what diplomas do you have, Hussein? And Jayanti, hi, hello. Zakataka Shazam, that's weird, bro. What's weird? Cure, hey, I watched your shorts. Where are you from? Oreta, so pretty and so you, thank you. Okay, where am I from? I'm from Spain, guys. I live in Spain. In Spain, I'm a normal Spanish girl. I'm a Spanish girl, and I live near Africa, so I'm Spanish African. You know, Russia is losing the war. I hope so, but I think that it's not even a question about lose or not to lose. Everything is illegal. So it's not about the problem of to win or to lose. It's a problem to stop illegal actions from one country, and it's different. If so, Russia should stop, and should all persons who are responsible for that war should go under tribunal. We say under tribunal. What's the preposition there? We should go and to have to be like in court. They should be in law. They should be have lawsuit. All of them. She not looking at chat. Why am I not looking at chat? With what? What with what? Her. Oh my God, cure. I'm going to block you. One more message like this, and it means that you are under 18. Because you talk now as if you are a minor. I'm not. I don't want minors here. Look at that cat. You mean that cat that was here? Yo, there is a cat. There is not a cat. That's not a cat. Okay, that's a tiger. Yeah, that was my tiger. Twisted alien. I asked ChatGPT and it gave a wide range of answers about monetization. It says a lot about adding mid-rolls and that YouTube takes about 45%. Twisted Alien, yes, today I woke up with GPT chat. I hugged him and I tried. I sent him my statistics and everything. Yeah, he also told me about the mid-rolls, but even without mid-rolls, I have question because, for example, in my monetization profile, it's written that I have around €5 income per 1,000 views. I have 8,000 views, but the only thing that it calculates it's views after, views only after my live stream. And it was only, for example, 25 views for my last video, 1 hour of watching and 25 views. And so he calculated only for this 25, or maybe, it's for me, I don't have now those numbers in front of me, so for me it's a bit difficult to talk about it, to discuss it. But believe me, yes, that's the first thing what I did. I screened everything, all the information I had. Now he advised me to wait 72 hours because probably YouTube is still calculating, but I don't know why. I don't believe too much in it that it's still calculating. But okay, I will try. Maybe tomorrow I will have some different information about it. I will show you actually. I can show you. But how can I show it to you? Because it's in Russian. My YouTube studio in my app is in Russian, so I have to switch it into English. I will try to change my language because for me it's easier now to check it in English, and because yeah, it will be easier for me, even for me, because all terms actually all vocabulary is international. So for me, I have to use the English version of it. One of my piano students was playing the Slavic march on the piano yesterday. What's the Slavic march? I need to check. I understand, but it's like Slavic march. I understand because we call it differently. We call it like March of a Slavic woman. It's called, but not woman, but of a Slavic. March of a Slavic, and Slavic march for me sounds differently. Yes, I understand. That's funny. That's pretty cool. Why of my okay, I read it already. So Sohan Gomez, does not your husband looks like Captain America? I don't know. Maybe he looks like a Hollywood actor. My husband. He's a very pretty guy, very handsome guy. Guys, this is a serious woman, so I would give up on the jokes. Yes, by the way, I'm a very serious woman. You can make jokes, but you will get your answers, guys. I love your cat, Kira. Oh yes, you used even the same emoji as my cat, almost the same. Split, beautiful girl. Thank you, beautiful cat. Nick, you asked me in Russian to tell me about yourself. I hope that you will understand. I answer you in English. So my answer is you can go, there is a video, Slavic Woman Journey. I did it maybe 1 week ago or 10 days ago, but it's like one of the first videos in English. And there you can find all information about me. I talked a lot about myself. I just now, today I want to talk about you, not about me. So, Dragosteni Kamen Andrev is my name. Dragocenny Kamen, Jewel, Andrews, Dragocenny Kamen. Yes, it's Russian. I understand. Good morning, Casper. Okay, I'm beautiful. Thank you, Matt. If you're gonna do some trolling, do it in a more subtle way. Yeah, guys, be interesting with your trolling. Be interesting with your jokes. Make good jokes. Because I told you that my son, he's 6 years old and he likes to make jokes. He could be a stand-up comic as well. And you know, his jokes sometimes are better than yours when you come here with your jokes. Wake up tired. Who? Me? Yes, sometimes I do. Yes, I sometimes when I see crazy dreams. But now not anymore because I take pills. Try a bit cannabis before sleeping. Cannabis influence my anxiety. It even raises it. It raises it, and for me, no, I can have a panic attack with cannabis. On the opposite, I have opposite reaction on it, and I read a lot about it. Sometimes it happens, so my body doesn't accept it. If I do it, I won't go to bed. I will have like panic attack. No, I don't want to. So, off-topic question. Should I ask my crush out? What do you mean? What does it mean to ask your crush out? You mean you have a crush? Should you call him? Yes, always do what you want. And be ready to be denied, to be ready that he won't answer you or that he will refuse you. And be calm. Accept it calmly and go further. That's how. Do you know this Gestalt theory? That if you think a lot about something, you don't notice some things passing around that happens around. And it's better to open and to finish each gestalt. And such behavior helps you to grow. Because if you now, for example, you call him saying, hello, my dear crush, I love you, let's go out. And he says, I don't love you, you are stupid, I hate you, and blah, blah, blah. And you know, for you, it will be like, okay, I understood, okay. Now I found the situation is solved. And when you find the solution for the situation, it means that you will grow and you will continue your life. You will grow and you will go further in your life. So, of course, every time you want to tell about your feelings, do it. It helped me a lot. Long ago, I had a lot of, before I met my husband, I had a lot of love problems, with men. And I started with the help of psychologists and I started to behave myself very openly with them, very openly. I started to talk about my feelings, about my plans about everything from the first date. No, of course not about feelings from the first date, but about my plans, for example. I can come to the first date and I say that, you know, I want to get married and I want to have kids. So if you are not interested, it's better not to waste time. Because I was 32, and in Russia 32 it means that you are old, very old woman, and it's even too late to get married and to have children. But I started to behave myself in that way. I was like, I want it now and I'm not going to wait. So if these are not your plans, if you want to live your life differently, or if you have some other plans, okay, for your life, just let's don't bother each other. And I continued. And for example, I can tell you one story. It happened with me only one time actually, because after I met my husband. So I met a guy, and I was out, but I was out with him for maybe 2 weeks or 1 week. And he was supposed to leave the country, and he started to call me from abroad. inviting me to go to his country. And I told him, you know, you want me to come, but what for? To have fun? I want to have family, to have children, and so on. He was told me like, oh, you know, I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. I know. I want to have fun. I don't want to have a family. And I said him, okay, so we are not wasting time. I'm not wasting your time. You're not wasting my time. We just continue. And then I met my husband, and that this guy, he called me back saying that he has now different opinion, and he wants me to try, but I told him, but it's too late because now I live with another man, and I think that it's pretty serious. It's serious relationships. I felt it, that the relationship, I felt it that time, and I'm so happy to use that strategy. You know, I'm so happy that I stopped being silent, because I started to work with like my little gestalts to be like more open. And of course, if you have a crush, don't sit at home, just call him even. Not a message, make a call. And don't worry if he considers you to be something too insisting, you know. Don't think about yourself, focus on yourself, focus on your own feelings, and it will help you. So your husband looks like yes. So I continue. Pills have side effects. Do you understand? Yes, of course. I understand that they all have side effects, and I choose my pills with doctors, with blood tests, and with everything. And I realize all side effects that I can have. But believe me, when you don't sleep since your childhood, you have like horrible insomnia. Because every time my body tries to like, there is a state before state of body, I mean state of mind, before you sleep and after you sleep. And right on this line, I always have a panic attack. So I can't go through this line without help of my pills. I work on it. I go to psychologist and we try, because before I took just 6 pills to sleep, to have a good sleep. Because 2 years ago I had muscle spasms when I slept, and so I had pain in my body. I had very vivid, very super vivid dreams, and it was not like just the usual colorful dreams. It was all about wars and very bad things, about bombs, about airplanes flying, and I need to run away. So that time, it was 3 years ago. It started 3 years ago. That time when the war in Ukraine started. And it was a very difficult time for me. And then my brain couldn't go through this panic attack. So imagine triple problem. First of all, I can't fall asleep, because when I fall asleep in that moment, I have a panic attack. Then, when I finally, if I did, I have horrible dreams and nightmares, and I have spasms in my body because I'm so nervous to see such horrible dreams. And I took 6 pills, three kind of pills, and like it was a double dose of each pill. It was 6 pills, and it was horrible. But then I healed my depression. Now I take only 2 pills, and I go to doctor, and we try to reduce, to take a half of it. Then, for example, I realized that I can't to sleep only with a half of it. I take 1 dosage, but now these are 2 pills. And imagine when you don't sleep and you have to wake every morning because you have 2 kids. So I talked a lot with my doctors, and of course it was your choice, because for example, if you are alone, you can afford to yourself, for example, to go to bed at 3 and to wake up at 11, for example, or at 12. For me, it's not possible. Even now, because I started to work, and I have like a lot of thoughts and everything. I sleep until 9, but for me it's too late. At 9 my son is already in his school camp, so my husband helps me, and I have to do something about it. Probably I need to start my evening live streams a little bit earlier to go to bed earlier, to wake up early. But for me it's a very difficult process for my body. So of course I know about side effects, and of course I work with them and I live with them, and this is just life. Soy de Colombia. Hello, Colombia. It's Maron. Okay. Off-topic question. Should I ask my crush out? So I answered if it was this question, because I didn't understand completely, but I hope that you understood my answer. Melek Shukri from Algeria. Hi. Hi, beautiful. I don't understand your language. I want to discuss concepts with you privately, please. I do not have private discussions here. My dear Shukri, you can write me in my Telegram channel. I have a chat there. I have chat for subscribers. So you can write me. I always answer. We discuss there. We can have any discussion. The brain is always working. Yeah, the brain is always working. Yeah. Now, no, I take 2 pills, and for me, I sleep and I don't remember my dream as afterwards. But before it was just non-stop, non-stop. And of course, when you live in such situation, you don't feel you always feel that you are tired. That during a day, you feel that you are tired. You don't have any energy to have live streams, to work, to go out with your kids, to cook, I don't know, to clean, to do something for you and for your family. And the situation was absolutely awful for me. She's not reading the chat. Your eyes took me away from me. Off-topic question I answered already. Where is my husband? Because I see that he deletes, somebody deletes trolls, but my husband is not here. Dreams about Putin is AW. What do you mean, dreams about Putin? Yeah, I think, yeah, my dreams, Putin influenced my dreams somehow, unfortunately. Selena, can you remember any joke now to crack on live stream? No, what kind of joke? Jayanti Vaghela, hi. Sweet dreams, thank you. You go to bed, Timofey? Timofey, where do you live? Freud had a lot to say about dreams. Yes, I read. But I read, but now modern psychiatrists have different opinions on it. Freud, yes, he described it in a very good way, but now we have different approaches. And so now psychiatrists, they do not work with Freud's theories. Guys, let's not talk about the war here. It's disrespectful. Why it is disrespectful? I think disrespectful is to start war and not to talk about it, you know? It's like, I have shit, but I don't want to discuss it, but it smells to anyone, to everybody around. And I have shit in my pants. No, we should discuss it. We should discuss it to try to not to have it in future, to rebuild our minds and our souls and our behavior. Of course, we have to discuss it. That's the way to find solutions. In discussions, you find solutions. So I continue. Many years ago, they used to say that a woman was handsome. They don't say that anymore. It's beautiful or pretty. Thank you, Matt. I remember this question. Thank you. Yeah. So probably the guys use a kind of translator, but normally translator knows how to say it correctly. Hussein, Selena, beautiful earrings. They are so elegant, classy. Thank you so much. Just love them. Please show them and tell where you got them. These are, it's called Navita diamonds. These are lab-grown diamonds. So these diamonds are not natural. It's lab grown and it's in white gold, 18 carats white gold, but it has, of course, it has good clarity, and each ring is 1 carat, so 2 carats. And but it's lab grown because I didn't have money to buy something natural. I think that a real diamond, natural grown diamond, would cost about 5,000 euro, and this was just 1,800 and something. So it was quite expensive, but not super expensive. But I wanted 1 carat with white gold in each year. And what I like the most is that that thing, that when I sleep, it doesn't hurt me, you know, because it's covered. This end is covered, so you sleep and there is no problem. I have also Cartier earrings, and they have the same. And I was looking for a long time for the same lock, for my earrings, and it was, by the way, quite difficult to find it. Usually, I saw it only in Cartier, and this is Navita diamonds. It's called Navita diamonds. I'm not sure if it's Spanish or international. It should be. It is European mark, European, not American. In America, you have also something very interesting with such kind of locks. But and I even wanted to order from an American site. I don't remember the name. And when I did, they wanted me to pay tax, like 300 or 400 euro more. And I realized that I don't want to pay it, and I have chosen a European alternative, but it had very good reviews. I can show, unfortunately, it now, but I have it in my video because I was unpacking it in my live stream, but in Russian. But soon I have to have automatic translation, and I hope that I will have, and you will all see. Like, imagine I receive my package, I open the box, and there is a jewelry box inside, and it's black and beautiful, and I open it, and when you open it, they have like 2 little lights. Ta-da! And they were so big, and I even have a goose skin. I love diamonds. I love jewelry. For me, it's like, I don't know. This stone also. It's a real big stone with white gold, 18 carats, and these are natural diamonds, but they are very small. And this is a stone I bought in Asia. And then this stone with all documents was sent to Estonia, to a jeweler we call this guy who makes jewelries. And he made, from this stone, he made this ring. So I love it very, very much. And this is snake of 18 karat gold with diamonds. It's like Bulgari. I love it. So I continue. Hussein triggered me with my most beloved topic. Okay, and this is Cartier. This is also Cartier. I have some jewelries from Cartier, but here I have only 1 diamond. I used to have Cartier wedding ring, but I had financial problems this winter, and I was able to sell it. But I will buy it one more time, and it was in gold, in yellow gold, and I want to buy it now in white gold. And I had like a smaller size, and now I want to buy like the thicker one. So I will do it the day when I have possibility. Hi, you have so beautiful eyes. What's your nationality? I'm Russian. My nationality is Russian. Drakaina, Draconia secret. Yes, Draconias, yes, Dracainas. Drakaina is a female dragon. Is a female dragon creature from myths. It is called starring. Yeah, I forgot. What do you mean? Matt Torres, baby oil is just mineral oil. Yeah, I thought, is it mineral? It's not coconut. I mean, mineral is it was taken from some minerals not from plants, because I thought that baby oil is like it was is done from some plants. You are beautiful from Australia. From Australia, Viz, hello. Welcome. You are welcome to subscribe to my channel. We had very interesting discussion for you yesterday. We discussed a lot, and we discussed Australia as well. Great guys from Australia, and I'm happy to see you here. Mr. Carvairen's house, you do. It is interesting to see how Russian do speak in English. Okay, so stay here. I can't say that my English is super perfect, but I'm sure that it's understandable. So Putin is your crush? Putin is too old to be my crush. Maybe 12 or 20 years ago, when I was young and stupid, maybe I considered him to be an attractive man, because he had a PR campaign working on his image. And that time, a lot of girls thought actually that he is like a good crush, you know. But it was 20 years ago. Now, of course, not anymore. He looks like he actually, for me, look, in Russia, men live 60, in 2021, they used to live 65 and 5 years old. It's the average estimated length of life. Then in 3 years, in 2023, they changed statistics. So I think that this statistic, I think it's my personal, like I can't be sure, because I'm not the one who calculated. But still, they wrote that an average length of estimated living is 68 years old. But in 2022, we had the war started, so it's impossible. If in 2021, maybe because of COVID, a lot of people died also earlier. But then later they just closed the statistics, and now you can't find it because it is closed. It's a secret state information. Imagine, it's a secret information. You can't find these statistics. Wow, that hurts me so much, guys, that I can't find any statistic official. So Putin is 72, because here, if you are 72, you look like a young guy. You are ready to get married. You are like a fiancé, not like, no, I mean male fiancé, how you call it. And in Russia, if you are 72, it means that you lived longer than it was prescribed by then it was prescribed by heaven, I don't, not by heaven, okay, by statistics. That was prescribed by statistics. So he's very old now. He can't be my crush. I'm not interested in. Hey, don't! What's going on here? You like black wiener? Why was it? Watch time or retention? What does it mean? Watch time or retention? Retention, Matt. Yes. Watch time or retention. Yes, my retention is not very high, but because I have new people who come here and my channel is still in process. But Matt, 12 cents for it's impossible. And plus to it, I saw there that they gave me those 12 cents for the views I had after my live stream was published. And for the live stream itself, I didn't have anything. And it's 100 hours of views and I have nothing. That's also strange, you know. I started to lose your messages, guys, because I have a lot of messages. I see now, I go down, and probably I need to change. Look, there are some people who write, for example, who writes freedom for Israel. I am happy, Roy, but today it's not a topic of our conversation, okay? So it's very difficult because, guys, we have a dialogue and guys try to write me. And he why you came here, and we have here talking personalities, people, okay? And it's not a political stream. And you are not welcome with this right now. I'm going to delete him, probably because, yeah, my husband, you know, is not here. And for example, but he wrote greetings from Germany. That was quite positive. Moscow top. Yes, I love Moscow as well. Random hello from Coachella, California. Coachella is only a festival or it is a city? How is the Botox going? Botox is okay. It's a good, not harmful way to keep you look nice if you want, but it's up to you. It's your choice, you know. Estonian on the Baltic, yes, Estonia, yeah, Estonian on the Baltic, yeah. Jubiler was from Estonia. Is it your engagement ring? No, I don't have my engagement ring now because I had financial problems this winter, and I had to sell it, and I sold it because it was from Cartier. I didn't have money to pay my bills, and that was difficult time. I'm not saying it's lame because what do you say? Because I'm black? What do you mean? Why do you think she's Jewish? Me? No, I'm not Jewish. President to Brazil love President Putin. Foo. How can you love him if he kills people? How can somebody love a killer? That's you are a pervert. Perv. I have your package, all right. What do you mean? Lula love Prozit. What is this? How can I? Of course, it's so difficult. It's appeared to be difficult without Artyom to, or somebody deleted it. Maybe Artyom is here. Beautiful nostril. Yeah, thank you very much for my nostril. What was that with that Rasputin guy? He was crazy. Oh, there are a lot of legends about him. He was like a guy. He with strong energy. He had charisma. It was a charismatic guy, and he was involved, or he was like in royal family. But I think that it was not a good idea for them actually to accept this guy in their family, because he was a simple guy, and there are, you know, there are many stories about him, and he has a very interesting personality, and he was really strong. He had strong energetic influence, and not only energetic on royal family, on Russian royal family, but his figure still remains like mysterious even until now, and I'm sure that a lot of information is closed, because maybe he was sent to royal family to destroy like royals in Russia, tsars, but we don't know for sure, because there is official historical information and there is non-official historical information, and when you try to read all together and combine everything, you understand that you don't understand nothing. But we can make like the whole live stream about him, although I'm not a historian, and but I read a lot about Rasputin, and of course we have a lot like a lot of stories about him in Russia, and at school you learn his personality, because yeah, his personality is really very interesting. Okay, so I continue. Do you speak Russian? Yes. Where can I see? Nowhere. You can go to any other platform. Putin's fault. Yes, of course it is his fault. Hussein, Selena, I am an all-rounder since I was a kid. I used to play football. I used to study and rank top 5 in class, and I was loved by my teachers. So I developed interest in almost everything I was introduced. So you are genius. Yes, Hussein. It means that you're a genius. And do you work now? You are 37. Do you work? Do you implement somehow your knowledge in your real life? Marco Griffin, with the eyes like yours, peace is possible. I hope so. It's legal, it's in UN law, it calls denatification. Denatification. What are you talking about? Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putinov bot. Denazification. Okay. What you say? So stupid. Matt Torrance, cartilage, cartilage, yes? Cartilage from here, yeah. He took this part and he used it here. Hussein, so even during my diverse job experience in IT, MGMT, administration, teaching computer, mentoring students, I always love to learn new things, like a Scorpio, to enter Phoenix phase and transform myself. That's interesting. So I continue. Twisted Alien Dank. I hope it's right about the 72 hours and you get all your earned. YouTube is shady and weird sometimes. Yeah, it's I just don't understand what's going on. And for me, Twisted Alien, actually I don't like lose self-confidence. I know that, for example, I can change something. I can invent something new, but to change the strategy, I need to understand what's going on. And when you don't understand the situation itself, it's very difficult to make some changes, some positive at least changes, because I just don't want to change everything because I need to change because change for a change, because I'm really tired from it. Change for a change is zero. Your eyes remind me of the beautiful Lake Michigan. Can say the ocean because I've never seen the ocean. Kendrick, where are you from, my dear? Newman Merle, are you from the United States, if it's Lake Michigan? Selena, I'm MBI e-commerce, MCIT, MPhil CS, research scholar in MGMT, few diplomas in point of Dell MGMT, digital marketing, hospital MGMT, currently studying masters in public administration, AML. Wow, so many educations you have. How you feel? Can you feel relaxed after having all this information in your head? Probably you have like a genius brain. Probably your brain works in such a way that it's easy for you to study. I'm also, it was not difficult for me to study, although I think that I was influenced by my parents to go to the university. I didn't want to go, but they forced me. And I managed to pass all exams. I managed to go there and to have my master degree. And I did it like I had a scholarship, yes, it's called, for university. So I mean that I didn't pay for my education. I did it for free because I was like quite a gifted, not okay, gifted, maybe quite an intelligent person. And state, like our city or even the Russian state was interested in giving me an education. So I was among those people who graduated from university for free and like having a master degree. Do you speak Russian? Yes. What's up, mamacita? Champagne, everything is perfect. For now, yes, because I started to talk with you and now everything is perfect, because before it was not. So I have dark humor. Darshay, show me your dark humor. What do you mean? Isaac Newton. In my day, we use the cat skins as a booth. In 1970, What booths? What booths? Is it something cruel? If yes, I don't want to read it. But tell me what are booths? So I continue. I have a lot of Russian trolls here. Selena, when you open your eyes wide open, they look like oases in desert, but these oases carries a deeper meaning, like marina trench. Yes, are you Scarlet? No, I'm not, but you can call me Scarlet. Main Serbia, what is this? Gestalt group? No, Gestalt, no, it depends. You mean Gestalt, you mean Gestalt therapy in psychology, Matt? Do you mean this in psychology? You mean it's a type of a therapy you can have. You can go in groups, I think, and you can make it individually, and you can read it by yourself and try to use it with yourself. I think it's also possible. Hello, I'm a Captain Farron. I'm new, my first time here. Nice to meet you. Captain Farron, hello. It's nice to meet you too. You're welcome to subscribe to my channel. If you are new here, write me where are you from. How are you? What do you do? How old are you? And so on, you know, all questions. Why do you live in Spain? What is better, to live in Russia or Spain? Huge tiger. Oh, of course, it's better to live in Spain. You can't compare life in Europe and in Russia, because Russia it's like a tiers monde, third world country. It's a very poor country. So 1 second, I'm going to block some people because they are very impolite. I'm blocking them. Easier in Spain. Life is better in Spain. Of course, it is easier, and of course, you get more when you live in European Union, guys. Don't even try to think differently. That's true. That's life. But of course, for example, when I used to live in Moscow, of course, I was happy, and because I built my own life around me. But I don't think that I could have, for example, the same level of living if I lived in a small city in a region of Russia. Of course, no. But I was born there in a small city in the middle of Russia, and then we moved with my parents to St. Petersburg. Then I moved alone to Moscow, but I managed to build around myself a good level of living, level of existence, and it was normal for me. But if you look generally on average against statistics, which is hidden now, which you can't watch now, so of course the level of living is very, very low. So I continue. Okay, I block some people. You shouldn't start a channel where you give advice to Western women on romance. I think that could be big. I'm not going to restart, you know. I want to continue to do what I do. And plus to it, I think that it's not the most important thing. I think that romance is not like, for me, I wasted a lot of time on romance, of time of my life, and I think that it's not so important. The most important is to be self-focused, and that's the only right way of living. And to concentrate myself on romance or to talk about it, I'm tired from that. I'm so tired because romance is not coming from healthy female state of mind. What I think is they need to stop thinking about romantic relationships, and they need to concentrate on their own lives. And so it would be the only advice I can give to them. You love Brazilian? What do you mean? What Brazilian? I've been to Brasilia only once, many years ago, when I had my flight from London to Argentina, to Buenos Aires, and I have a very long stop, 20 hours, 16 hours, I don't remember, but it was only Rio de Janeiro airport. And I was so tired there, but so I can't see that I saw anything at all, only people and only your airport. So I don't know if I love it or not, because I need to visit it and to understand it, to live there, to understand if I love it or not. But I know that you have a lot of like high level of criminal situation is not very good in Brazil. And that frightens me a lot, because here in Spain I feel rather relaxed. It doesn't mean, we discussed it also with you several times, it doesn't mean that I would go somewhere at night, but I feel rather relaxed. And as I understand, in Brazil you can't feel so relaxed. How do you celebrate Hanukkah and Putin? Putin. I'm crazy. Do you know? My God! And Purim this year. No, how? I'm not Jewish. I'm not Jewish, so I don't celebrate those things. Hussein, Selena, you need to learn about prompt writing for GPT chat. I can write prompts for GPT chat. Where is Hussein's message? It disappeared. Hussein, I wanted to learn, to see if you can repeat. I would, just to make you smile. I don't run after buns, trains, and ghosts. I only run after food. What do you mean? I don't understand. Yes, increase the peace. How is war legal? No, it's not legal. Any war, it can be legal. Putin brother, President Lula. What do you mean? Do you know India? Yes, of course I know India. I've been there once long ago. Catch my love back. Black man walks into a bar with a massive parrot on his shoulder. The barman said, "Where did you get that from?" Parrot said, Okay, I'm not reading it because it sounds rather racistic. Christian Aguada. Christian Argentina Neuquin. What do you mean? You introduce yourself, so welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. How are you doing, Christian? Kendrick, that's a lame ass joke. Okay. Lucas Santos, Putin brother. What do you mean, Lucas Santos? Lula Brazilian, Putin brother, Lula Brazilian, Putin brother. What do you write? Use at least something to make a sentence in English. Use something to write it correctly if you want to write. I'm going to block you, Lucas Santos. I'm tired of you Putin speeches here. Putin brother, Preston, Lula Brazilian. How do you think? Is he Putin's troll? Okay, I'm going to block you. I'm sorry, Lucas, because I'm tired. So I continue. Maybe we have some rapid eye movement. What do you mean rapid eye movement? Do you speak English fluently? Do you have Russian accent? I have Russian accent, a Russian accent, Slavic accent, but I don't care. And yes, I speak English almost fluently. And even if not, I'm going to do it in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months. Ukraine got invaded in 2014. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They started with Crimea. It was annexia of Ukrainian territory, and it was done. It was done illegally. Of course, it's true. My husband left from Ukraine in 2014 because of this situation. He didn't want to take part in war from any side, and he went out from Ukraine, and he never came back. Look at the size of those. What? Right down. You're doing great. You will one day get off the pills. Yes, I hope so. I'm going to this destination, and I hope that finally, of course, I will manage to live without them. Hi from Poland, girl. Hello, Paulo. You are a Poland girl? You are a Polish? Hi from Poland, comma, girl. Yeah? Okay, hello, Poland. How are you doing? Kendrick, I'm watching you in Memphis, Tennessee, US of the A. Okay, so how do you like your life there? Yesterday we discussed a lot like life of Americans in America. I asked you a lot of questions, and please tell me, what do you think about your life in America? What do you think about medical care, about healthcare system, about taxes, about guns, about Trump? Tell me, please, what do you think? Brazil, hello, Brazil. Do you mean tired? I don't know. I don't remember. No, Lucas, but I will love to learn Portuguese. I blocked Lucas, if it was this Lucas, because I'm tired to receive his messages about Putin. Your lines remind me of the beautiful Lake of Michigan. Yes, I read it already. Thank you. I continue. Hussein, just to make you smile, I don't try. Yes, I read it. Honestly, I don't understand it completely, but I read. Yes, increase the peace. Okay, how is the war? I read it already because probably I moved lower and then I moved back to what I read. So I continue. Of course, it's Mr. Kendrick. Of course, you'd say that. What does it mean, Raptor? My sister considered and learned the beautifulness about Islam. Okay, I'm not into any religion because I think that all official religions, I don't feel that they have anything common with the spirituality and with at least with my spirituality. So I'm not into any religion, but I read a lot of books. I love sometimes to visit cathedrals, beautiful European cathedrals, because I find them very, very beautiful, and I think that they were constructed by some extraterrestrial lives, beings, because I think that now people can't repeat the same constructions because they don't have knowledge and they don't have technologies. And like 500 years ago, they had those technologies and knowledge. So it means that they were helped from outside. So we use pencil erasers for what? How do you celebrate? No, I don't. I have your package all right. What do you mean? Why do you think she's a Jewish? Yes, I'm not, I told you. I'm not saying it's lame because I don't understand. I continue. Guys, what do you write now? Yeah, we discussed this. Do I have some interesting question? Start criticizing capitalism or I don't want to hear you're yapping. I'm going to block you, Luke. One more time you tell me what I should do on my live stream, because you already wrote this message. Are you a bot machine or what? Why you repeat? We always repeat one and the same message. Yes, he always repeats. How comes? How does it work? I want to understand how does this machine work, because some people they look like robots and what they write is one and the same message. So that was some question about Botox. By the way, good interesting questions you can ask me about Botox and about everything. I go down, guys. I go down reading your messages. You sound German, right? No, I'm not German. The Russians I know are often very cultured. Yes, that's true. That's true. We have good education, and they read a lot of books. And Russian females are very beautiful and very intelligent because they need to be the best versions of themselves to find a couple, because in Russia we don't have a lot of men and it's impossible to survive without men in your family. So they need to be like, and they are very beautiful, they are very educated, they know how to cook, they know a lot about culture, they are extremely developed, they have these extremely developed personalities. But one thing, if you are all in one, it means that you are not relaxed, Christoph. You know, they are they are very tight, yeah, tough, tough, like inside. They are stressed because they have all, like they are stressed all the time. They are, yeah, like they can't. They are always focused on outside, so they can't feel this true relaxation from inside. Because if you are perfect in everything, sometimes it's difficult. I know that Christoph, you told me that you had relationships with a Russian girl, and I wanted to ask you, how do you feel? Did she have a relaxed personality? Was she like easygoing, simple in her everyday life, or she was it's exigent, revendicate when you ask a lot from yourself and from people around you when you ask a lot? How you call it in English? Please tell me. Or if you have a dictionary, can you check it? Did communism steal Russian souls, religion? Yes, of course, Sean Murphy. Yes, you even you now like it's like the same language as I use. I completely agree. I think that communism have stole Russians' individuality, and that means, of course, Russian souls, religions, true deep religion, traditions, culture, national Russian culture. For example, not so long ago, I used to study mortality. I was interested a lot in mortality because when I'm afraid of something, I try to study it as deep as I can. So I started to learn, to read books, to listen to different YouTubers, bloggers who talk about it. Maybe you know one girl, she's British, but she works in hospice. And actually I learned it, I studied it from different sides. Not only from the side of a person who passes away, but also from side of his relatives. And there is such a moment, it's called grief. So after your loved one dies, you is dead, has like death is, you need to go through difficult times, and you need to go through grieving. It's a process of loss when you lose somebody. And usually in this process, it's very good of course, to focus again on yourself, to live through it deep inside of yourself, but it's also very good to use some traditions, some deep traditions from your parents, from your relatives who lived 100 years ago. And I started we have, for example, Caucasian traditions, like from Dagestan, Chechnya, Ingushetia. We have those traditions, but I couldn't find any Russian, like unique, authentic Russian traditions of going through this grief. Because what we have now is like that party ceremony after funerals. But we don't have, like, some nationalities have special dances, special songs, and in Russia you can't find any true Russian traditions concerning grieving. And then I started to look for example, for authentic Russians old songs. Yes, because it's written that during after funerals, usually relatives, they came all together in one circle and they started to sing national traditional songs to express what they have inside, tragic songs. And I said, okay, Google, help me to find at least one. And I couldn't do it. Not a single one, guys. Then I started to learn, to study Russian traditions. Authentic, true Russian traditions, not those traditions that was invented during Soviet Union, but generally what we had before. I couldn't find anything. Even, some songs. We have some songs, and they are considered to be Russian traditional songs. But you can find an author. These were songs written by authors in 20th century. And you don't find something old, very old and very authentic. It means that Russian history were erased. Like 100 years ago back, you won't find, okay, 150 years back, you won't find anything. So Russia is the country with an erased history and with erased culture. And it's impossible, not possible to find anything. So I had questions. What was going on the territory of Russia like 300 years ago? We have a kind of history, but this history is very suspicious. So I learned a lot from alternative history. I'm like a fan of alternative history, the same as my husband. And I have too many questions. What was before? What was 300 years ago on that territory? What was 500 years ago on that territory? I don't believe in what I read in books, in normal, I mean, historical books, because it looks very suspicious. There are too many mistakes. There are too many moments that make me think that it was invented and that we don't know a lot about ourselves. So me as Russian, I don't have any choice. What I can, the best decision I think it would be is to invent my new identity, cultural identity, and to start it from myself, to invent it, to maybe to take something from other nations, maybe from some Slavic nations. I don't know, because I respect all your tradition. For example, Jews, that you have deep, great traditions, and I'm happy for you. But we are different culturally and emotionally, and we are different like people, and we don't have our past. Oh, it's so bad not to have your own culture. And so if maybe we have to start to feel ourselves and to invent something new. But it's very difficult. Do you know why? Because when you have a war, when your country is in war, and you don't know what to eat, and you think how to survive, of course you don't think about some cultural and traditional issues, problems. You think mostly about your problems. So we were not even given the chance to rewrite our tradition, to rewrite our authentic culture. So I think that there was something wrong with that territories hundreds years ago. And then there was Soviet Union. He stopped us, he prevented people from thinking about their past, from thinking about who they are and what were they doing on that territory. And then after Soviet Union, we have new Soviet Union, like a new regime in the face of Putin. And again, we don't have time and even a chance to think about what we had before. Imagine, this situation is very interesting. And of course, I want to know more. And I think that someone on this planet have access to this information. Probably Vatican, probably in the United States secret files you have something. Yes, I tell you that I feel that on this planet we have lack of information. So Elon Musk said that about half of the people on the internet are actually robots. What? I didn't know about that. So I mean that even they can come here and follow, for example, my channel, and I don't know that they are not real and they are robots, and they are here only to form my perception, my self-perception, like what people write about me, what they think about me. And they can influence somehow even my, for example, they can try to influence somehow my talks and my content. Wow, that's very interesting. Yeah, but I agree, because it's a good method to influence people. Because I know that in Russia, yeah, they have like buildings where people come and they work as trolls. They come and their main goal is to write stupid comments and to to break some channels, to break mood and atmosphere, or to create false impressions, you know, to create those impressions that was, for example, ordered by some politicians. How it is called? It's to influence people's minds. Yeah, but actually it's the same. You speaking beautiful. Thank you so much. Alexandra Souza, you're always angry. They are never happy. I didn't think I've ever seen a Russian girl smile before. They are always angry. They are, yeah, I understand. But that's true, yeah. That's true. Russian women, they have very often, they have this type of face. But imagine, because they are tired. They are tired, they need to have a rest. When you are responsible for everything in your life, and when you have always to look outside and to strive not for inner balance and equilibrium, but you have to look outside and you trying to win the race all the time. You are in the race. Of course, you will be stressed and tired all the time and angry in the same time. And that's why even me, I have this like my eyes are a little bit always tired and upset. It's like it's national, I think. No, mine, no, my eyes can smile. And I know that because I live in Spain. But in Russia, very often, very beautiful women with eyes like that. I can repeat this don't gesture. I can repeat this manner like this. So I continue. Elles ont un très fort caractère. Yes, too strong sometimes. Too strong characters. You are right, Christoph. So you told me that you had the Russian girlfriend. Did you split up or you're still together? And what do you think? Do you now do you have a new girlfriend? And if I know that maybe it's a bit crazy question, but would you like to find a new Russian or Slavic woman, or you are interested now in your own nationality French girls, or you are in love with Russian women? Tell me. So I continue. Great, powerful leader have us chasing moose and squirrel. What do you mean? Ridiculously gorgeous eyes. Thank you. Johansson actress look alike. Yes. Matt Torrance, you are trying to say they are very type a personality. Matt, probably you missed something. You are trying to say that they are very type a personality. They have very strong personality, but too stressed. Again, imagine when you have this race outside and inside of you. And when you know, for example, Russian women in Soviet Union, imagine her schedule. I saw it by myself. It's just not just like imaginary story. It's like I know. Look, she wakes up, she helps, she cooks breakfast for all family. Then she goes to work. Then she comes from work at 2 o'clock because it was normal not to eat outside, because during Soviet Union they didn't have any cafes or restaurants. So she comes back home. She cooks very quickly lunch. And because they didn't have money to eat outside, they didn't have this possibility. So she cooks lunch for everybody. Then her children come from school. She gives them lunch. And then her husband comes for a lunch. She gives him lunch. Then her husband goes back to work. She goes back to work. Then she finishes her work. She goes to buy something in a shop, in a grocery store. She goes there. Then she comes home. She cooks dinner. Then she like give it to all her relatives. I mean, she feeds the children, her husband, and then she washes dishes. She makes up an apartment. Then she goes to bed. The next day, they the same. They didn't have washing machines. They didn't have dishwashing machines. They had no microwave ovens. They had nothing. until 90s. So I mean, like, only in the beginning of 90s we started to have some kitchen appliances. And Saturday, what do? You wake up, you clean your apartment, you wash your apartment. Usually men, they didn't take part in it. You do it on your own. If you have a very good man with empathy and a very good family, maybe your children can help you, or your man maybe can help you, but it's not common, really. It was not common because it was a patriarchy like society, patriarchatic, I think. Then she need to wash all all clothes with her own hands in a bath using special thing. I don't know how to call it. You take soap, usual like soap, but it was, I hope that it was like Marseille, like classic one, brown one. You take these clothes, imagine big sheets, for example, and you go to bathroom and you wash all these clothes with your hands. And that is how you spend your weekends. After that, you have to go to your secondary residence. By the way, it was very common because for Russians it was very important to have their plots with like a vegetable garden. You go to your vegetable garden, you clean it, you like, I don't know, take harvest, or you need to do it. You need to do something to make it grow. Yes, because it doesn't grow without your help. So you should do something about it. Then you go there, you work there, then you come back home, you go to bed. It's Sunday, then you wake up, you cook breakfast, and yeah, and also weekends. You have also to cook something 3 times per day or 5 times per day, 3 times per day the next day. And this is their reality. Maybe like not their reality right now, but this is their mother's reality. Imagine. Like my mother's reality. I was born when my mother was 30, and she has like free spirit. She has like a little bit feminist. I mean, she was like, I'm not going to do this on that, or we are going to do it together. But still, she used to work very, very hard. And I was born in 1985, and I still remember my mother doing like washing clothes in a bath, and doing all that stuff at home, working, cooking, having her garden, vegetable garden, but this she did together with my father, and trying to grow some vegetables, not to be hungry, and because it was a necessity for them to have those gardens. It was not just but because of pleasure, no, because otherwise they couldn't get any vitamins. And they had all berries like strawberry, raspberry. They had it from their gardens, and they did it with their own hands, nothing more but their own hands. So yes, they are superwoman. Superwoman, how can you call them otherwise? Just I told you, described, it's true life. Like every Russian, if I have here Russian people who are older than 40, or who have the same age as I do, they still should remember, they should know about it. And imagine when young girl, for example, me in 1985, but my parents, they were emotionally free. They wanted always for me a different life and education, and to eat outside, not to like to feel this victim inside a lot, not to be the slave of daily things, not to be slave at home, not to be a housewife, and in the same time not to work at. So I had a different example, but believe me, many families are just the same. And when, for example, a woman gave a birth in 90s to her girl, to her child, imagine what was the upbringing. Hello, girl, welcome to this world. And now I need to reveal you one secret. You have to be beautiful, you have to cook, you have to clean, you have to work, you have to earn money, you have to take care about children. Only you, by the way. Men in Russia, they never help you with children. So that was, I understand. I mean, I understand all their stress and their beauty and their capacities. They're super women. And yes, in plus of character, they have this education of perfection. Yeah, that's right. That I wanted to say it, but I forgot this word. When they are young, music or gymnastics or whatever education, read, and when adults, cooking, cultured, and everything. Yeah, they have this inner perfection in themselves because they always have this inner critic who says, like usually it's their mother. Their inner mother is not the one who loves them and takes care about them and protect them. Their inner mother is a critic. Oh, you are bad in this, you are bad in that, you want to do more, you have to do more, you have to do better, you are too fat, you are not beautiful enough. Yes, even this, it happened, yes. You don't read, you are not culturally developed enough, you have this and that bad, because for them it was a process of survival. You know, it's not just by chance, it's not because their mothers, they wanted actually the best for their daughters, and they realized that the only way to survive, you need to do and to be everything in this life. And so now they are, yes, they are superwoman. That's why a lot of men abroad, that's why they love Russian women. But from the other point of view, as far as I know, Russian women, that if they try to escape, if they manage to escape from Russia, when they change their country, they just go abroad, they look around, and in several years they realize that life is different, and you shouldn't be so stressed, you shouldn't be so perfectionist, such a perfectionist. Or that they try, of course, when they see that people around are different, they try to learn them to be different, or they try to or they become different themselves. And in that case, they started to show like they are different personalities, they are different characters that were hidden deep inside. And I'm not saying that the deep inside they are bad or good or something, no, but they are different because, and they are just stuck in this social perfectionism. Yeah, how to call it? Revendication? No, it's a bad word. When society asks from you to be perfect, and they are stuck in it, and then they realize that you don't need to. Big changes happen in their life. And I don't know how, but I told you that I started to travel long ago, and so I want to say, I want to explain everything to them, that girls, you don't need to do what you do and to be responsible for everything. You need to be relaxed. And me, even I have the sense of guilty all the time. I want to be better mom, better housewife. I want to work, I want to earn, I want to do everything and to be one one in the same person. I want to be everything. I want to be everything. And when, for example, I go to my Spanish psychiatrist, and my Spanish psychiatrist, she not psychiatrist, psychologist, psychiatrist, she tells me, Ksenia, you want too much from yourself. You can't be a good mother to take care about your children, and in the same time work and earn and doing this and that and be the beauty. It's impossible what you are talking about. You need to ask less from yourself and to ask, but in the same time they tell me that I need to ask less from people around me, from the society where I live in. And for me, it's difficult, and they see it. And so now I try to form new neurological connections I want my brain work differently. But even for me, it's very easy, although my family was quite progressive and my mother was quite progressive. And again, I started to travel since my child, not since when since I was 12 years old, I started to look outside. And for those girls from Russia, it's even more difficult. Yes, and imagine when you have kids, for example, they also, for example, now I have this strategy to support my kids and to give them love. But for Russian women, no, she will read, go there, do this and that. You should go to toilet without pampers when you are 1 year old. You should start working when you are 1.5 years old. You should start reading when you are 3 years old. If you don't read, we have problems. We need to go to some specialist to find the solution and to have a complementary educational programs because something is not good with us. And they continue, and they put this stress on their children, and it's very difficult for them. Even now, here, I see a lot of mothers and a lot of parents, like, they ask, Ksenia, I think that it's one and the same topic between Russian parents. Educational system in Spain is very weak. I remember when I was in first grade, I don't know, I read a lot of books of Pushkin, of famous Russian writers, and not only Russian. I speak several languages. I went to gymnastics, like you tell. And I always say, relax. We have like brain development. Matt, you told me about cortex. In this age, at 6 years old, you shouldn't do all this stuff. You shouldn't start reading difficult books at 3. No. You shouldn't know all letters at 4. No. Because now, for example, my son is 6 years old, and after his first grade, he knows how to read. In Russian, in English, in Spanish, he knows numbers. He can calculate he can do simple calculations. He writes, and I like it, and I'm proud of him. I say that, wow, my dear, I like what you do. But for me, it's you do it even better than I did it after my first grade, and because he has 2 languages, and he has English, by the way. But when he was 4, even his grandparents, they have to read. They don't know letters at 4, but it's not time. Relax. You have science. You have education. You should perceive education not as a race, but you should know it as a science and realize that kid's brain is not developed enough. You should just love him and to give him self-confidence. To feel it, you need to just what you can do is to make him to feel loved by his mother, to feel not stressed, to feel accepted by his family and by his mother. That's the best thing you can do when he is 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And then he started to learn step by step. And even, for example, my kids, I never taught him letters. We never went to some additional additional classes. Never, but after first grade, he does everything. The same as me, and even better. Because here educational system is more scientific, and they know what they do. They started to learn letters when he was 5. Now he's 6. He knows everything. And he's not stressed. He thinks what he wants in his life. He has dreams. He has time to play, to be a child. And in Russia, people didn't have time for their childhood. So very often these are people without childhood. And also it means that they have holes in their souls. When you didn't have childhood and when you didn't feel that you are accepted by your mother, by society, by your father, that your father is near, that he's strong, that he can show you how to set boundaries, because in a Russian society, usually fathers, they can't teach their children how to set boundaries because they don't know themselves how to do it, because very often they are childish themselves, because mothers in society take on themselves father's role. So like mother is father and mother, 2 in 1, And sometimes they have grandmothers who help to raise children. And usually father, it's like a ghost. We have ghost fathers. They can appear, they can disappear, but you never trust. You can never rely on him. And that's why father couldn't set even his boundaries. How can he teach his children to set their own boundaries? So that's why Slavic women also, they very often it's very difficult for them to set boundaries, to say no when they don't want, to say yes when they want. They try just to do their best to be the best of the best. So, okay, I'll take a mad, serious Russian woman, and they are hilariously gorgeous. No, but they look like super female. They look like superwoman, and they are extremely strong. I don't. What I wanted to say that they have their own problems, and they are, yes, and they are super attractive and super intelligent. But if they work like with their inner world, inner perception, believe me, they will be like super good and super kind persons, and so on. They want a strong man and have a strong character. Yeah, they want, of course, because they miss it since their childhood. They didn't have fathers, strong fathers, and it's their dream from a fairy tale to find a super strong Superman, you know, like Superman, like a prince. It's their dream. But in the reality, they are looking for fathers. These are not 50-50% relations between two adults. It's father and daughter, because they didn't have fathers in their childhood. That's why when they grow up, they want to meet this male love, but they want a father. Grief or mourning? Yeah, grieving. Very strong character. Do you currently live in Russia? No, I'm in Spain. Many Russians in Thailand, I imagine, because they moved there. Jews call it sitting Shiva. Sitting Shiva, yeah, I understand. Lenin erased history. Not only him, the whole. It's not only about one person, it's a group of persons. I live in North Miami Beach, Sunny Isles. I have lived with many Russian, Ukraine, and Estonia girls. Estonia, you mean Estonia? They are deep thinkers and hard, strong survivors. I have a lot of admiration and love for them. Yeah, I understand. Hi, de whom I'm Mexican and we love our Russian family. Great. I'm Russian, but I never been from Russia. I comfortably live in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Hello, Arabica. Welcome to my channel. And it's great to find some people who are from ex-Soviet Union republics and who speak English. So I'm very happy. The steppes, yes, Matt. Was it you? We discussed it with you, steppes. No, it was someone from Great Britain. Trigonometry, I'm a robot. Okay, hello, nice to meet you. Because Russia was under Mongolian Empire for a long and this country was created relatively recently, you can't find such traditions in Belarusian or Ukrainian culture. Russia always had wars. Yes, but there are still a lot of questions about Mongolian Empire. There are also a lot of questions. What was it and what's the true story, search. I understand, yeah, what you are talking about. Gmail.com, we absolutely have lack of information. Yes. I'm Polish, but I'm previous lives was a Viking. But my previous lives, I was a Viking. Wow, that's very strong. People pay for fake accounts. Yeah, what information so sweet can bring you to American pretty girl? Can I bring you to American pretty girl? What do you mean? Hi, what are we talking about here? We used to discuss Russian females and what I think about them, their mentality, and we discussed it with actually with boys, with you who had experienced with relationships with Russian or Slavic women. Exactly what I wrote. A very interesting geopolitical approach. What you said, I agree. SARS USSR had hard 90s and then Putin. Yeah. Yes, Christophe. Tu as raison. Serge, and then the other half of them are robotox. I'm not a robot. I'm from Jamaica. Hello, Washington Blackwood. Okay. What's your job? I'm a professional troll. Yes, yes, guys. Propaganda. Yeah, propaganda is a huge problem. Gorgeous. Thank you. It's bad English, so bye bye, Mr. Something. Sage, Russia never smiles, always in distress. Yes, that's true. And empty. Sometimes they have empty eyes. It's also because of it. Because I told you, they are very stressed and very tired. Also in Russia, they don't do eye contact. Yes, that's true. That's true. And it was about me, and it's even about me right now. It's difficult for me. Like, I always try not to inside eyes. Because if you look straight, you look like soul into soul. And it's difficult because so your soul is somewhere deep inside and it's hidden. And you get used not to show it. And you don't want to show it. Also in Russia, they don't do, Reddit, Stefan Kotkin might have access to info. Stephen Kotkin might have access to the info. What's this? Such a beautiful, intelligent person. Boris, thank you so much. I always thought about dating Russians, but they seem kind of cold. Yes, again, cold. Cold eyes, cold, empty eyes. But you can wake up. I'm sure that you can wake up the arena souls because in every girl, her little girl is still alive, her little girl child, and you can don't make it like your goal. Of course, she has to do it herself, but it can happen if she goes outside of Russia and if she realizes what's going on in real life. I used to know a Russian lady I loved when she said my name, beautiful accent, thank you. Dead eyes, yes, yes. Dead eyes. Yes, Matt, thank you so much. Today you're like my, he helps me a lot. Answer, I'm single, but living again with a Russian or Ukrainian woman wouldn't be a problem at all. You'll see. So I wish you to find a good one. Alex is Andir is also single. So we are going to make like, how to hook a Russian girl. No, because guys, there are some differences in mentality. Before my husband, I never dated foreigners, although there were a lot of foreigners who wanted to date with me, but they didn't understand me at all. And only before I met my husband, once I decided to talk with a guy, and I realized that you have in your brain absolutely different uh, way of starting relationships. And I had like my own way, and it was different. That's why we couldn't like this match never happened. But of course, I'm lucky because I have this man, thanks to. But I can.
Of course you say like that.
Yeah, but I can teach you. I can tell you something about
Yes.
Russian girls, how to date, start dating with them. You need an American husband, dear Game Boy Guru. I have one. Look behind me. She's mine, bro. Go back off. So cute. She needs a good American man to show her around America. She just needs to stop talking. Stop talking, though. It's my job now to talk. Listen up, honey. You're flying to USA straight to my bed. No, I'm laughing. I'm laughing. Christoph, she's already married with a super guy and she's happy. Let her alone. Yeah, I'm married, guys. I'm here not because I'm looking for a man. I'm not looking for a man. I like to eat out. Me also. Pretty sure he is recorded. What do you mean? This is recorded. What do you mean? Rien à faire, bébé police. C'est quoi ça? Not to be a slave to the daily grind. Yes, yes, yes. Christophe, I must go to Spain and see you too for a good dinner with all those intellectual and very interesting discussions. Après avoir vu Mark Berry, I love this live. Tu l'avais vu hier? Non? Tu l'as vu hier? Was it? I speak several languages. Hier, I forgot. I speak now too many languages in my head. Have you seen him yesterday? It's called Tough Love. Yeah.
Yeah, because I were here yesterday.
Je te trouble, police, vérité, ma belle, c'est quoi ça? Menteuse police. Arrête ça avec moi, police.
Hello from Germany.
Hi, Germany.
Deutschland über alles.
Ok, you police scientifique, rigole, police, mais raison, bébé. See, yeah, I'm finishing, guys. I'm finishing. Oh, that's it. My chat is finished, guys. Thank you for being here today. You are welcome to support my channel. You know, I will be happy as now I earn nothing, but I give a lot, and you are welcome to support me via Buy Me a Coffee or via this chat. I don't know how. Jiggle fart, again fart. Remember when you let me go to your house? No, I don't remember. Handsome husband and still Slava Ukraine. Je ne l'ai pas encore vu, Mark. This weekend maybe, but I invite you and two of you. Whatever you want for a cool cafe. Yeah, we will come to Paris one day, I promise. This I promise. I want to come to Paris, and if you can show us some new places, it will be gorgeous, because for me, Paris is everything. I told you before. So guys, don't forget again to support my channel, buy me a coffee, I will be happy, and see you soon, guys. See you tonight.